if they don't come to us, they might just drag us to them, and the hook is a very good way to do it.
Imagine if Mongolia didn't think about it. They're like, wait, that was a good.
We're gonna use it next time.
Yeah. Because even we didn't think about that.
No.
That's actually very clever.
Someone's gonna edit like Yum's face superimposed on Franco next.
Yep. And they're like, okay, you know what? We can't do it with Franco. Mincetar.
Oh,
there's always options, man.
There's always options.
This is why we love MLBB.
So they take the Kimi. We did talk about that.
Yep.
Slightly later than expected, but
hey, this is a very how do you say this? I always want to fight kind of composition. You got to use on Baxia and Kimi. You always want to fight. You take something like a high loss just the front line. You got to comp.
And they actually can fight.
Yeah. So for Team Malaysia here, I think the Eve is relatively good.
You think they'll go Nana again?
You know, Eve, Lunox, both I think is a pretty good shout.
Oh, yeah.
And when it comes to the gold, Esmeralda is still open.
Yeah, if you
not great against Baxia, but no.
Yeah, if you take Lunox, well, thankfully they have Gatot, so they don't have to worry about the mid lane, because Lunox generally gets pressured by the Kimi at level 1 alone.
There are also
They are gonna go. Yeah, Lunox.
Louis!
We did say
yesterday.
We did talk about the Loi for Stormy too yesterday.
And you know, China,
and for Dangerous Grass,
China representing, you know. And Lunox is.
And Badang, we got all 5. We got all 5 in the lobby. We're so good at this job.
We got Malaysia, and Lunox is probably
Lunox is probably
Italian.
Lunox is Italian?
I don't know.
We gotta check. I don't know. She definitely is.
She has a yin yang thing going on though.
Yeah. So she's.
Badang goes in, dude. The wombo combo Mongolia has. Okay. Traction pulse. Furious dive.
Yes.
Lock everyone in on the wall.
Petrify.
Petrify.
Boom. Savage for Harris.
Saman Force, dude. Wombo combos for Mongolia, and then for Malaysia, all of a sudden 5 people are behind you.
Yeah. Just want to reiterate right there that both of us are Malaysian. But
yes. But you know, we have a good MLBB.
We have good MLBB. Okay, no 5-man gank at level 1.
Hey, maybe level 3.
It's a more standard start now.
Oh, they find Yums.
Level 2. And if there's anything about Kimi is that it is pretty dangerous. Revitalize. Is it enough? Yums with the passive. Trying to get in range, but Anto was going to try and gun him down. Yums gets first blooded. And Mongolia off to a good start.
See, this is how they adjust. It's okay, let's try 5 men. And then we roughly know how they space, because we got to talk about Akuma. Akuma was spacing Stormy away. And again, this is why we don't see a lot of melee-ish mid laners, because you can get zoned away by the roamer, right?
Momo is winning that trade very hard down there. Aizen did clear the way very early, so he gets to take a breather. I thought he would go for an early recall, but decides against it. So he will be at a disadvantage, and that puts him in danger of a potential gank from Sakai's if the timing is right.
Yeah. I'm really looking at Akuma here, because Akuma can be, I would say, the deciding factor of how well Mongolia plays, because whenever Malaysia does want to go for an engage, he can just pop them out. And now Aizen knocks up Sakai's with the Furious Dive.
Wow.
Recall the bait, gets a kill onto Skies, and now Gyro's onto Momo. Yum try to help him out, and Gyro secures the kill, but Stormy is there, flickers forward, gets Gyro, and Akuma, very low HP, still able to get out. Mongolia starting with 3-1.
What did we say? That there is a gang timing there, but Aizen played that super well. As I say that, he got caught. I didn't expect a revisitation still. I thought, okay, some good go in the mid lane. The Furious Dive dodge on the turtle boat into a Petrify was sublime. They take out Sakai, so that gives Gyro a bit of an advantage, but unfortunately he did end up going down thanks to Stormy, so they lose the turtle regardless. Malaysia will get the objective into a great Bravest fighter to force Mongolia away, and Gyro will have to take a back seat.
So now Mongolia looking pretty good, but as we can see, Loliel 1v1ing Gyro, almost getting that solo kill. Still has that flicker, but I think it's still a good idea not to overcommit, let the minions die by themselves, deny as much farm from Gyro. It's gonna be a bit difficult if they're both in the fight, but still, I'm liking that what Mongolia is showing is that they know how to fight. It's just that they gotta lock in when it comes to objectives as well, right? Yeah. Because Turtle getting taken for free by Malaysia, that's not a good call.
Even so, it's still even in terms of net worth. Aizen gladly taking one more on. Forces out the Bravest Fighter as a response to the Landshaker ends up connecting, but Aizen gladly will take that trade. Sharish did help him out to heal a little bit, and Akuma continues the exploration into the enemy jungle and sees that purple buff being taken.
Dude, he has to do this. He always has to know where Stormy is, right? Because all of a sudden, you're focusing on one part of the map, and then someone comes diving from behind. That's going to be bad for Mongolia. So always got to make sure that this Luyi is always checked out.
The good thing about Luyi right now, or at least playing against Luyi, is that you get an indicator of when she uses the diversion. You don't know where she's going to, but you know that the diversion is coming. So a little bit of hint could help Mongolia in the next couple of minutes if Malaysia goes for those big rotations.
Yep. Aizen should really be disciplined here. Don't use his Black Dragon form because the turtle is going to spawn in 18 seconds. And Mongolia has a pretty good draft fighting around the turtle because pretty good AoE, control, as well as damage. And Garo is taking quite a lot of punishments from Lolil. Just with this 1v1, Lolil is, I would say, 1 minion ahead or 2 minions ahead of Garo. And looks like he will be able to deny one gold card away.
Yeah, the catapult, the most valuable one too. So that's the second time Garo loses the 1v1, and he had to use the flicker too. This gang is going to come true. No response from Aizen thanks to the land shaker into a turtle boat, and that means Malaysia will get priority over the turtle. It's going to be pretty hard for Mongolia to even contest this. Yums is concealed. They find Akuma sitting in the bush, and Akuma will also be forced away. Malaysia will get a free turtle, unless...
Nah, Garo tried to think about it, but good on Malaysia, understanding that Akuma is there. Goes for him, of course. And now for Team Mongolia, they kind of lost the advantage that they had earlier on just because they haven't had good openings yet.
Yep.
Akuma hasn't been able to get a catch. Garo hasn't been able to get a catch as well. And Aizen has been targeted quite hard before the turtle starts. They want to make sure that this Yuzong is not part of the fight. So good on Malaysia at this point. They're making sure that they are locking the proper targets before going to make a play.
The longer this game goes, the more imperative it is for people like Akuma to be able to find those moments. But so far, he hasn't been able to do that.
Oh, look at top. Garo almost gets taken down by Lolya.
Diversion!
Stormy gets a double, and now all alone is Garo trying to get back inside of the turret. He is there, but taking quite a lot of damage. Triple kill from Stormy. Clearly still has it on this Luyi.
Yeah, the Houdini of the mid lane shows up from the shadows, and Atok did try with the traction pulse, but the timing is too late. Now Malaysia will find a substantial lead in this game. 3,000, go lead 6 minutes in. Now putting the pressure on the mid, and once Doom shows up, this mid lane becomes harder to defend. Akuma will have to use his health bar as a resource to keep Malaysia away. But Momo is proxying the wave. I don't think there's anyone that can kill him. Garo will try, but Momo just dashes.
Yeah. Team Malaysia still making sure that they are not making mistakes. And look at this, the diversion. Stormy's thinking about it, and he's going to use it to get Aizen again. Aizen gets taken down even without Stormy. But this is going to secure them a turret.
Yeah. And that means Mongolia will, if they walk up to defend, they might eat the yin-yang reaction. Ato flickers away in time. Garo drops Diamond Force. Garo rolls in. Akuma wants to follow up. Flicker doesn't really get the crowd control there. Quite unfortunate. And now the yin reaching into the AOG. Akuma ends up going down. And sadly, Garo will also follow suit. A valiant attempt from Mongolia, but Malaysia were prepared.
Yeah, good kiting coming in. And all the while, Sakai's is free farming, trying to make sure that he keeps on his average goal per game because he's just farming, and now Diversion making sure that they are able to pressure here in mid, extending the goal difference between him and Garo with 1,300 at this point. So really making sure that he's on top of it when it comes to the levels, because at 7 minutes he's already level 11, about to hit level 12.
Yeah, about to get endless battle too. So all 3 turtles for Malaysia. Let's see what the plan for Mongolia is. They are going to see Yums, but it's not the target that they want to go on. They don't have the resource to take him down yet, and the AOG just came back up. As long as Stormy has the diversion, nowhere is safe. Dangerous grass of all places too. That means there's a lot more opportunities for ambushes. Akuma needs to be aware. This could be a flank angle. Yums on one end, Momo on the other. Stormy still waiting in the wings. 4-1 split.
Now Malaysia is trying to get this turret. The minion is quite low. They're probably not going to get it, but look at Garo taking a lot of damage coming in from Stormy. Traction Pulse gets onto Stormy, but Team Malaysia, they have not taken quite a lot of damage. AOG comes in, gets dodged by Mongolia.
forces out the flicker from Garo too. And that's the thing of what Team Malaysia is pretty good at, right? They keep pushing the envelope, they keep pushing your buttons, testing your limits, getting more and more out of you until you eventually exhaust yourself of resources. You try to go for Stormy, but Momo is in the back line, cuts right through with Yums and Loliao in the back. Garo is gone without his flicker. Aizen gets hit by the turtle, both a double kill for Loliao in the back line. Stormy ends up being the trade. Aizen accepts his death with pride and honor. And Sakai's will eventually get the clean up there, so Malaysia won the fight.
Hey, this is all strategy, okay? You gotta stagger the respawn time. So it makes it easier for you to push.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Like we do that in rank because we want to make sure that, you know, they don't come up at the same time.
Man, look at the Luna of Shred. Loliao, let's go down to the Sky Piercer of Vato. Let's see if we can get a second stack. Well, seems like that won't be the case. Yums will disengage with the AOG. Lord up in 20 seconds. Momo will be fine. And Akuma, not really sure you want to check that bush. Uh-oh. Another kill for Sakai. Or Stormy.
Well, either way, Team Malaysia looking pretty strong here, 9 minutes in. And Sakai's is at level 14, so he's trying to keep an average of getting 15 before the 10-minute mark. Getting this Lord in a few more camps should get him onto that level 15, and Mongolia, Gero is level 10. So at this point, a 4-level difference is going to be pretty tough for Mongolia to really recover from.
Looking with this draft, I'm thinking, I mean, how good are they at the base defense?
So, because I think the Kimi is fine, but everyone else, you kind of have to get close enough to really clear the minions. At 10 minutes, I think you won't feel it that much. Give it another 6 minutes, then you can start to see a problem with Mongolia clearing the waves.
It's one of the concerns we did bring up. Their range is actually, their reach is actually pretty short. Barring the Kimi, but even then, you need to stack up the passive fully too.
The problem is everyone's in range of the yin-yang reaction.
Ah, yes.
Right? So that makes it more difficult for you to clear the minions because you can't clear it without getting hit by the Lu Yi.
Oh, Momo, just a bit of stutter step, spots out Aizen because that was his opportunity to make a play. But Malaysia, sharp as always, smells that out. Wow, Momo! 3-man Landshaker. A coup de grace towards Mongolia, 4 dead on them, and Gero tried to hightail out of there, but eyes at the prize of Malaysia. Divergent and Stormy will join Sakai's on the hunt. Gero finally ends up going down. The rest of Malaysia will work on the inhibitor in the top lane as they have the Lord. Gero falls, but Malaysia will look for their ticket into the semi-finals. The Lord does go down, but there's a fresh minion wave coming in, and the Crystal not too healthy. Only 30% health left. One last Black Dragon form. The Mountain Shocker gets used. No Petrify though for Aizen, and he cannot stand for long. They clear the last catapult, and Mongolia barely holds on.
Hey, they're still doing well. Sakai is doing a bit of damage onto Akuma, but now the minion coming down bot. Momo goes in with the Raven Spider again, gets Akuma, jumps in with a furious dive, killing spree for Yums. And now despite their best efforts, Mongolia, their base is exposed. Team Malaysia, they're able to end the game.